Rick, we've already seen big trades. We've seen guys move to everybody is moving out west. I mean, you've been out. Everyone seems to be migrating out.
Well, everyone except Gordon Hayward.
Yes.
He's heading east.
Yes,
and I think
true.
a couple other players may be staying east.
See, I like what you did there because that's we call that a segue. Let's talk about some of the guys who are staying east. Dion Waiters, suddenly his options for Miami opened wider as Gordon Hayward moved elsewhere to Boston. He gets a 4-year, $52 million deal. Did a terrific job, shot the three well last year. Other teams like the Knicks were involved, but he stays in Miami. Coming off the T and 3, as Chuck Woolery would say, talk to Swaggy P. Going to the Warriors, a team that likes to shoot from beyond the arc. He's going to get some good looks there. He said before last season he had one hand out of the career grave. He had a fantastic season and now jumps on board to a winner.
Typically went north.
This is true, right? Moving different directions. This does go south, though, unfortunately, for Monte Ellis. Wade for the Pacers, but maybe he gets an opportunity. This is a guy used to be with the Warriors, used to score a lot. Ball in his hands, we know he could still make things happen. We'll see if he gets that. And making it happen at a year 18, 19, 20, I don't know how long we're going to go. Richard Jefferson and Vince Carter are going to try and outdo each other. RJ is back. He said on his road trip and podcast he will return to the Cavaliers. Big part for that, Rick. And look, from an energy and a lift standpoint, this guy played hard in the playoffs.
He's had a role for this team now the last few stretches to the NBA Finals and is going to stretch this out a few more years. Maybe he'll get to 20 years. The league.
Swaggy was the guy we didn't think we were going to get near that, and it didn't look like there was necessarily a place for him, but he has really kind of matured his game. He's a guy who's played well, and now the question is, what kind of fit do you think he is for the Warriors?
I think he's matured in general, which is good. I love the fit because of the style of play. You think the D'Antoni system in L.A., where he really had his best year, was this up-tempo style that we're seeing the Warriors play successfully. Now you put him on the floor with those other three guys. We see he can shoot the three ball. They actually go in for him. He's going to get some open ones because a lot of attention will be paid to the other players on the floor with him.
Made 170, a lot of attempts, but you know what though? These will be open attempts. Now, with all the different options that they have, and you look at him, Livingston comes back for 3 years, able to lock up Iggy. They're in really good shape, and they love McCaw getting more minutes as well. We look at some of the other things that have happened, and you wait to see now what could be next. Let's look at your 5 top remaining targets, free agency or trade. Who's on the list and why?
Well, free agent-wise, Rudy Gay is now available, along with Kelly Olynyk, surprisingly, with being renounced by the Celtics. And then the vets. Rose, Anthony, Gasol, all being talked about in some form or fashion. Derek has some options to come in as a free agent. And then, obviously, Melo's been coveted by a couple top-tier teams in Houston and the Cavs. Will the Knicks, buy him out? And then Gasol. The Celtics don't seem to be done. They're talking about finding a way to get Marc Gasol.
Rose could be maybe in line with the Clippers. And speaking of Carmelo Anthony, it could be 2 straight years. Knicks get a former Bulls point guard, Rondo, and the Knicks possibly some mutual interest. We'll see where Rajon kind of fits in.